Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. So, we're going to be talking about, it's a very heavy topic right now, but there's been a lot of discourse with Ariana. The stands are fighting, it's a civil war. And I've been on the front lines. And at the end of the day, I think all of us just want what's best for Ariana. I think there is, definitely hate getting mixed in with the concern. And like don't love that. It kind of what do you call it? Like it minimizes the concerns whenever it's like there's just mean comments like riddled in there with it. But I've also been seeing people they're like posting these hate comments and it's literally people just concerned over Ariana's health. And that's what I don't like. And I did want to address something, no one's called it out or anything, of like something I said in the last video, but I just don't like how I said it and like I want to refrain from using it in the future. But basically, whenever I was talking about like Ariana's personal life and her family, I had said that like her family and friends and like all these people into her, like they look at her and they see like a pile of bones and they're not going to say anything. And I think it's just really rude to like I get what I was trying to say there, but I think it was just really rude to like compare her to like a pile of bones. So like I'm really sorry about that. What I really meant to say is like you literally can see her whole skeletal system, like literally. And like people are saying like if you're trying to say something about that it's body shaming and it's hateful and like we shouldn't comment on people's bodies. And trust me, during the Wicked era, like you could obviously tell that something was going on too, like with like EDs or whatever. I didn't say anything because it was like, like you can see that something's going on, like let's not say anything. However, when it gets to the extreme, I believe intervention needs to get involved. And like I know it's like this double-edged sword where it's like whether you talk about it or whether you don't, like it's not necessarily going to do anything. Um I think we all can agree on that for sure. However, I do fall into the camp where and there's this whole side of people where it's if you see something, say something. Like I feel like we underestimate the power of words and speaking out. And like I don't know if people in her real life are saying anything about it. So it's like I don't even care like if it comes across as hate or if it's getting mixed in like with the actual hate, but it's like there's like such a level of concern. And I don't care if she doesn't make another album. I don't care if she doesn't make a deluxe. Like I love Petal. That's something a part of this video that I wanted to talk about. But like nothing comes before Ariana's health and her general well-being. And the fact that like she's taking a break and like people are so up in arms that like she's taking a break from music. Like she's not your little circus monkey that can just dance for you. Like this is like really serious. And if you're an actual fan, you actually give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like I hate people who are calling out the people who are saying that it's like concerning and they're relaying their concerns and they're saying that we're the ones that don't care. We're the ones that are being hateful. And I could see in a really twisted way, like how it could get twisted as hate in Ariana's perspective. But from a general standpoint, I mean, most of the comments are just like, girl, like, I hope you're okay. Like, please, like, this is triggering. Like, please get help. Like, it's literally just like people like they want to see her happy and healthy and like it's very clear that something's going on. Like take a break. Like something like the people who just don't want to say anything, y'all want this woman dead. And I stand 10 toes down on that because it's like sure, maybe the comments will get thrown into the void and like nothing will actually get done about it. But like, if y'all just live happy and free, it's very clear that the longer she goes, the worse it's getting. Like, whenever the Petal music video came out, that's honestly where I feel like the line definitely crossed. Like, it got so much worse, just seeing everything. And if it's very clearly getting worse, and it's like, like the different things that she's currently doing, like she's on tour, very upbeat, very cardio, you know what I mean? Like, calories are just going down, down, down. Like, it's, oh my gosh, like, that is not sustainable at all. And like, the people who want to just keep egging that on is disgusting. I genuinely believe that. And like, there's no concern in sight. Everyone who's saying it's body shaming, like, you're disgusting. Like, you want to act like we're disgusting. Y'all are disgusting because y'all want this woman dead. Like, genuinely. And I stand 10 toes down on that, because even in the last video, I really believe one of the biggest sentiments is like, y'all are so scared of offending people and saying the wrong thing that y'all literally would rather have this woman dead, literally dead, than just have the hard conversation with her. And it's just, it gets to a point where there needs to be intervention. And like, again, like, we don't know her personal situation and whatnot, but like, if you see something, say something. And if you recognize, again, like, kind of what I said, like, I just don't want to like say things, and like, I think I can say things like in a flippant way, and like, um kind of in a joking way, but like, it can come across really bad, and I think it could just be in poor taste sometimes. Um but at this moment on, I think it's very serious, and I'm glad that she's taking a break. And it can be labeled as hate, whatever. At least she's taking a break. And the people who are saying like, I can't believe this era is short, I can't believe y'all cut it short, like, it's literally been 2 days, like, y'all are disgusting. Nothing comes before the health and well-being of Ariana Grande. I don't care. I literally don't care. And the thing about it is, with Eugenia Cooney, the only time, the literal only time she was actually able to somewhat recover is because the people in her life, outside of her family, because that's not a conversation a lot of people are ready to have. It sounds like a lot of the issues is because of the family with Eugenia Cooney. Her friends outside of the family, they staged an intervention, and the mental health professionals in that intervention decided she needed to go somewhere, and she was actually able to somewhat recover. And that's not to say, I mean, I know there's a lot of recovery places that are like really insane and like whatnot. That's a whole other conversation, but like, it just gets to a point where there needs to be intervention, and I don't think people are understanding that. Like, I feel like a lot of the arguments people are making, like, I think it makes sense for like the Wicked era, because you could obviously see that like something weird was going on. But to the extent that it is at now, like, there needs to be some sort of intervention, or something's going to happen. And that, like, it's just the honest truth. And sure, like, maybe words might not get around, but apparently they did, because she's going to be able to take a break. And I think that's the best thing to happen right now, is that she's taking a break. And I'm honestly tired of the discourse. Like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't think it's beneficial at all anymore. The only thing is, like, people who want this era to continue, that's literally all I want to say. You're disgusting, with peace and love. And that's not even the people who are like, just like, you want to spread love and kindness, and like, like, don't say these things. Like, I understand that perspective, but the people who want this era to continue, like, that is just so foul. Like, genuinely, I don't care if she doesn't make music ever again. I don't care if this is her last album. I don't care if there's a deluxe coming out. Nothing comes before her health and her well-being. End of, point blank, period. And now I'm going to get into the bigger part of this conversation because that's, kind of the current topic, but let's get into the big part of this conversation. So, the kind of first starting point that I remember thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, what is wrong with, like, some of, like, Ariana's fans was when Positions came out. And I became, like, such a diehard stan after Thank You Next. Like, I remember, I had listened to, like, her first 3 albums. What do you call it? Yours Truly, My Everything, and, um, what's the third one? Dangerous Woman, obviously. I think Dangerous Woman is when I became a fan, but Thank You Next is when I became, like, a stan. I was like, "Oh, she's, like, speaking some shit," you know what I mean? And, like, going off, and, like, I loved it. And Thank You Next was also an era where, like, I don't know for a lot of y'all, but, like, personally, I was in a Thank You Next era during that point, and I'm re-listening to Thank You Next. Well, I've been re-listening to it because I've been kind of going through a similar era recently, Um, but basically, Positions comes out. It's actually not even out yet. It literally was like maybe like a week or two before or something, and the album gets leaked, and I see all these people talking about the leaks. I probably on like Twitter. I don't know. I kind of have this weird thing with Twitter. Like I'm not on Twitter anymore, but people are talking about it. People are saying that it's trash. It's garbage. Like I leaked your album, but I listened to the whole thing and it's literal garbage. And I was just like, disgusting behavior again. Just really gross. And, I remember listening to Positions. It finally comes out. And I don't know. I was just like, I think I was a little underwhelmed whenever I first heard it. Like, I couldn't differentiate the songs. So it was really hard for me to, like, really like it at first. So I kind of said that I was just like, oh, I'm like disappointed or whatever. However, sorry. Um, I listened to it for a week or two. It grows on me, and I love it. Like it literally, some albums just take time, and I think, I really didn't listen to much outside of Ariana Grande. Definitely more at that time, but like in general, like I love just kind of like staying with my few artists that I like. But that was the first instance where I was like, oh, like albums can grow on you. You know what I mean? And then after I realized that album grew on me, I like eventually like switched back to kind of like Sweetener. Dude, Sweetener is like so good. Like I was just super young when it came out and I didn't really understand it. I wasn't like I had been listening to Dangerous Woman for so long that I don't know, like I remember No Tears Left to Cry came out and I was just like, I don't really know if I like love this sound. And I was kind of checked out. Like I still listened to the album because I loved her first 3. Um but Sweetener came out and then I don't know, I just kind of listened because I know like I loved her previous work and like I don't there were some songs that I liked but others that I was just like I really don't know what's going on here. But whenever you expand your music taste, that's whenever it clicks. Like Sweetener is such a good album. Positions is literally just a grower. Like literally just give it time. Like it's not rocket science. But now what's weird is like people it's like however many years later, that's when people decide to switch. Like I don't know. I find that so odd. Like obviously it's a grower album, but like years? It takes years? No, absolutely not. And then, I was kind of checked out for Sweetener. I didn't realize how many people like hated Sweetener, Like That was also kind of weird too. But the thing about like people just take things too far. Like whether you love or like hate it, like people just take things way too far. So like whenever people hated positions, someone like hacked her website and I don't remember exactly what they put. They were just like, this album's trash, or like, we want the old Ari back. Like some stupid shit like that. And mind you, there's constantly unreleased music coming out from Ariana Grande. Like there's either someone in the camp or like someone's like hacking like her Pro Tools or something. I don't know exactly how that would work. And even like extra songs from these eras are getting released and like people are like, wow, the album's trash, but this is everything. It's just like really odd behavior. Like literally like simultaneously like what she's putting out is like absolute garbage, but everything she's not putting out to the public, but people are getting their hands on is just somehow a million times better. Still criticizing her for something that's not even out. It's just like super weird behavior. And then I kind of touched on this like in the other video, but um kind of the whole Ethan Slater drama. Like I know that like I think we've all kind of seen like somewhat like the evidence of like Ari's part in that. But again, it just kind of comes back to like no matter what, like Ethan Slater is most definitely the issue in there. Like sure, there might have been a part that Ari plays, but we know for sure that it's Ethan's problem. And like you never know people's relationships like unless you're like in it. You know what I mean? Like there's things that are like concerning or whatever, but like you don't know things for sure. For sure, unless you're in it. And I just think it like a lot of the things were just like very circumstantial. And the article that came out was apparently just super just like I don't believe that there was any credibility to it. It was talking about how like they interviewed Ethan Slater's like, I guess ex-wife now, but like current wife at that time, and she was saying all these things, but apparently she came out and said she never said any of that. So it's just like really weird, just like I just feel like there's so many things just constantly going on with Ariana Grande, and everyone has something to say. And I think the current situation is definitely different because it's something that involves like her possibly losing her life. Like that's just at least my interpretation. Like I really don't give a fuck on the other shit. Like we don't know this woman, but when you can barely clearly see that something might happen, it's like maybe let's get involved. You know what I mean? But otherwise, she's just a girl. Like she's literally just like living her life and like we don't know exactly everything that's going on. And it's just insane because it's like the people like she's trying to talk to like aren't hearing her out. Like hate that you made me love you. Wait, is that what it's called? Hate that I made you love me. And what's the other one? We can't be friends. Like those are about the fans. Those are about the fans because it's like she loves us. But y'all fucking ruin everything. Like literally, like so insufferable. It's just like everything she does or says, someone has shit to say, it becomes a new scandal. Like she's not like doing anything. Like obviously I get why the Ethan Slater thing was like a big thing, but like again, everything just like when you really looked into it, it was just like super circumstantial. It wasn't like super hard evidence in my opinion. Like it was like super just like invasive and weird. Like it felt weird the whole thing with that. But I understood like why people had the criticisms they had. Like that's really the only one that I felt like was semi-valid. But at the end of the day, it's like we don't necessarily know. And that's why I also like I do have a lot of empathy for the people who like in the civil war within the Ariana community over her weight. It's like I understand it's like we don't necessarily know what's going on to the fullest extent like with her weight. Um I'm just more in the camp it's like you literally can just tell sometimes. It's like it's not rocket science. Like you can tell when something's just not right. Especially when there's been so much time of her being in the public eye and like we've seen her at just like like a normal weight. It doesn't mean she's healthy being at a normal weight either. Like that's a whole other conversation. But it's just y'all can't be trying to say that like the version she is right now is like a healthy weight. You know what I mean? Like I think that's insane. But we're moving on from that. We're moving on. So like there's hate from Sweetener, there's hate from positions. I don't necessarily know about Eternal Sunshine, probably. Like literally this Petal album just came out and there's obviously like valid concerns like just about the era, but about the album like people are already saying like this is her worst album and I think that's like y'all aren't hearing her. I think Petal is actually like um I don't know if I put it as her best work or whatever, but like I love like the different sound that she decided to explore. It's like one of her favorite artists is this one woman. Her name is Imogen Heap, and if you don't know her, like she made that super popular song. At least like the intro. I think Jason Derulo had ended up like doing a song with it, but it's like, oh, what you say? Oh, that it never went well. That's originally her. So like that's Imogen Heap. I think that's her most popular song. I figured I'd just say it because I don't think a lot of people know. Um, she took a lot of elements from like her favorite artists and kind of interspliced it with, Petal. Like, I mean, the language in this album is like incredibly well versed. Like, she's really diving deep into so many different topics, and a lot of them involve her just being like getting her anger out. Like, she's tired of people talking shit about her. She's tired of people like leaking her shit. She's tired of people in her personal business. She's tired of you know, like situations and relationships that she's having like they go to shit and she's like fucking tired of it all. So like she's like ready to release like all that anger and all that frustration. And a big thing about the Ari stans is like they don't realize it's like them that are the cause for it. Like that's kind of the biggest thing. And you know, again, like I know that I made valid like well, I guess it's debatable, like whoever thinks whatever. I made concerns about like her body and her weight. And that's really the only time I've ever jumped in like anything like Ariana Grande, I feel. Like at least like concerns. And if anyone has a problem with that, I really don't give a fuck. Like whenever they had that intervention with Eugenia, like Eugenia literally excommunicated them. I don't care like if Ariana hates me. I like literally like I just want her to be happy and healthy and something clearly is going on. And I love that she's out of the public eye now and she's hopefully getting the necessary help and things to do to get to where she needs to be, where it's just not like that. um but Petal is all about like all those criticisms, all that hate. And especially like you see in the music video where it's like she literally is kind of showing like she will literally keep going back and back and just try to be her absolute best so that everyone, you know, like she gets the role for like this whatever the fuck like movie she's auditioning for. It's just like kind of like a plot in the music video. And she keeps coming back and back with all these different renditions and like they're never satisfied. They're never satisfied. And it's just insane. She's ready to explode. And especially like I understand like it probably could even feel a little more now because just the general debate on like what we should do about like her weight. She's probably feeling it to like such an extreme that it's just like I need to like get offline entirely. But I do think in this instance it's just it's completely valid. I think a lot of the other shit is just stupid and it's so superficial and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It is just things in her personal life and whatever creative decisions she wants to make. If she wants to make an album, if you don't like it, then like who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like that shouldn't change what she wants to do with her music. And people love it. Like Positions is probably one of the most streamed albums that I have of her. Like one thing about Positions 34, 35, I played that every day for a fucking year. It was my number one song on YouTube. And it's just insane, like just there's so much criticism about like everything. Like even just her doing Wicked, people think she's gonna leave pop music forever. And it's like even if she did, like she literally had, I think, like 6 albums up until that point, and it's like just go re-listen to those. Like they have such good replayability, all her albums. And 6 eras is more than enough. Like you don't need much more than that. But it's like all these people being so insufferable, that's what birthed Petal and like the themes behind it. And just everything, like she's trying to grow on her own and like deal with all this just criticisms about everything that she does. And it's like ridiculous. Like no one deserves to be like criticized that way. Like in every single aspect. Especially like there's literally like quite literally people who are R words, people who are literally like R wording children, people who are literally trafficking people. Like, you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, like sure, like if everything's true about the home wrecking thing, like yes, that is bad. Like I think that would be like the worst thing out of everything publicly that she's being criticized for. But it's like in the grand scheme of things, I mean, have you seen what other people are doing? People are abusing people, literally physically abusing people. And I don't know, at the end of the day, it's literally just a theory. Like, we don't know, like, the intimate details between these things because she was also in a marriage and, like, it was, like, weird. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what's going on. We just know what we see. And, like she said, like, I don't like how you paint me, but I'm still the here hanging like a painting. You know what I mean? Like, she still wants to do her shit. She still wants to talk her shit and make music. I mean, she loves making music and singing and all that, but everything else that gets bottled in with that is just insane. But no matter what, girl, like we're here, we're praying for you. We're praying that you're okay. And Petal's a slay. I literally love Petal. I've been obsessed with it since it came out. Um, I think with the discourse, I've been a little hesitant to play it sometimes. Like, I don't know if I'm feeding into like the consumerism of it all. Like, we're kind of like watching Ari, and she's in a very clearly like, I don't know, just like harmful state of being, and like I don't want to support that or anything. Like I want her to be able to get help. Um, but at the same time, it's like we want to focus on the good things. Like she does make good music, and like I do believe that she wants the best. She wants to be the best version of herself that she can be, and she wants to just be a good person to people and like be nice and be kind and like spread joy. Like I think at the end of the day, that's really what matters. And at this point onward, I don't want to address her weight again. I think the concerns are there. I think I said all that I needed to say, and I want to pray for her. I literally prayed for her yesterday, and my friends were laughing because it's like, she's a celebrity or whatever. But it's like, I want to pray for her. I want to send good energy that way. I want to send light. I want to send happiness. Like, I think she knows. I think she's seen everything. Um, but I know for the future, like, I don't really want to talk about this again. I don't think. But yeah, basically, a lot of y'all punk ass bitches, like, talking all this shit, being so hateful, talking about things that don't matter, and just spewing so much hate is the reason why Petal is a thing. Eternal Sunshine, we can't be friends. Like all these things, like her remarking on criticisms on things that don't matter. Like literally, like things that are just like so stupid. People want her to act like I love Thank You Next. People want her to keep making music like that, even though she was in like probably the worst part of her life during Thank You Next. Like genuinely. Of course, we don't know her personal life, but maybe not the worst part, but like definitely just a really bad self-destructive phase. And like I think we've all been there, and you want to move past it. You don't want to stay there. Even though there's a lot of things, there's a lot of good that came out of it. Thank You Next is an amazing album. I love the emotion that you're able to convey and express. Like I love listening to Needy when I need to get those emotions out. You know what I mean? Because I think we're all needy every now and then. Like we all need things, and we all need love and compassion, and like we just want that from people. But yeah, I think even like I think the problem though is like I think with her kind of addressing the criticism, mind you, we're talking with Petal, it's like past criticism. Like there's kind of there's a big distinction there. It's like literally everything, literally every freaking thing that she does and says and like people hear about, it just gets talked about, and it's just insane, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. The only thing in my opinion that I believe matters, that I've said obviously like 50 times throughout this video, is like the weight concern, and like just actively making sure she's okay and healthy, and like I think that on top of an album addressing the criticism is kind of insane. Like, and I really hope that it doesn't just mask off as hate. It does mask off as concern towards her, the way that she views it, and that she's able to like recognize like what people are saying. You know what I mean? And not just wave it off as hate. Because a lot of people, again, like that are posting these like hateful comments, it's like obviously there is hate mixed in there with it, but a lot of it is just people very concerned and very worried about her well-being, and nothing should come before that. But yeah, send love, send light, send positivity, talk really happy, send her love. Now, like, I think everything that needed to be done, at least as far as the community goes, has been done. Like, I don't think we need to harp on it any longer. And I really don't want to talk about it again. I really don't. Like, it really, like, me being in the discourse and everything, like, it just keeps upsetting me. And, like, I don't want to stay in that state of mind either. And once it's been said, it's been said. Like, end of, period, cut it. But yeah, I hope y'all have an awesome, amazing, splendid day. Go stream Petal. It is honestly kind of everything. And it's nothing like she ever did before. Like, it's very alt, it's very like dark pop, and it's I feel like it's not even anything you can explain. It's literally you just have to go listen to it. Like, it's very different. Like, to me, it's not even like super pop music. Like, it's just like a really nice like alternative pop album, like with a very dark sound, which I love as well. But yeah, love you, Ari. I hope you're doing well, and I'm just sending you love, girl. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. Okay.